Every essay, if it's following standard form, will also have a conclusion. In this tutorial, we'll look at what should and shouldn't go into the concluding section of an argumentative essay. Just as with introductions, to write a good conclusion, you need to know what functions a conclusion is supposed to serve. And just as with introductions, these functions are designed to make life easier for the reader. The introduction and the conclusion are like bookends that help to frame the essay, impose some structure on it, and make it easy to get a grip on what the essay is about and how the conclusion is going to be defended. Many readers will skim the introduction or the conclusion of an essay to determine whether it's something they're interested in and worth reading through. The first thing that a conclusion should do is restate or summarize the main thesis or conclusion of the main argument of the essay, what the essay argued for. Second, the conclusion should briefly summarize the key argumentative moves that were made in the essay. So you're reminding the reader not just what you argued for, but how you argued for it. And third, the concluding section of an essay is a place where the writer can give some additional commentary on the argument or the issue. This is optional, and there aren't any hard and fast rules about what sorts of comments are appropriate or inappropriate here. Some writers use the conclusion as an opportunity to comment on the significance of the issue, or point to questions that need further research. What you should avoid doing, however, is add additional argumentative material in the conclusion. You shouldn't be introducing new material relevant to the main argument. If you find yourself wanting to add additional argumentative content in the conclusion, you should think about how that material can be integrated into the main body, because that's where it belongs. And finally, as we mentioned with introductions, in spite of the fact that many essay guides will talk about the concluding paragraph, a conclusion can, and often will, require more than one paragraph to do the job properly. So it's better to think of it as the concluding section of the essay, rather than the concluding paragraph. Here's an example. This is the conclusion of the essay on fighting in hockey, after it had been through a couple rounds of editing. I'll let you pause the video to read it. This paragraph performs all of the functions we expect of a conclusion. It restates the main thesis, and it outlines the key argumentative moves that were made in the essay, including, in this case, an objection and a reply. Anyone reading this would have a clear idea of what the essay was about and what was argued for, and that's the key function of the concluding section of an essay.